Today on Another World.
You really think I can get any sleep after watching my son make the biggest mistake in his life?
You're blowing this marriage out of all proportion. I told you Cecile is changed. She's gonna be good to Jamie.
Nothing can convince me of that.
I married you. You're the most important person in my life. I hope I can make my mother understand that, but if I can't, it's not going to change the way I feel about you.
Oh, Jamie, I do love you so very much.
No, Joey, stay away from me. You're only gonna get hurt.
I think you know by now that I have feelings for you. I like you very much. I have real, honest to good feelings. You know what I'm saying?
And now, the continuing story of Another World.
Rachel.
You have your coat?
Look, don't you think we could...
I think it's time we went back to our children.
You have a child here you could think about also, you know.
Mom.
Can we go now?
Wait a minute. I want to talk to you first.
I've heard all I want to hear tonight.
Look, I tried to reach you all day. I tried. I kept calling you.
Apparently not hard enough.
Look, I didn't know she was going to make that announcement tonight, Mom.
Yes, well, she did, and now I know, and I don't think we have anything left to say to each other.
Mom.
Talk to her. I'll try to make it all right. You take care of Cecile. You can't leave.
Don't cry. It was just a dream. Just a dream, yeah. Yeah, you know, everyone has nightmares. But it's all just make-believe. And I'm here for you now. Yeah. I'm not going to let anything happen to you, I promise.
So my mommy can have me.
Yeah. Did you know that big people have nightmares, too? That's true. You know, when I first came to stay here and I was really sick, I had nightmares then a lot. Say, listen, what do you say that you and I play a little game? You want it? Maybe it'll help you forget the dream. Let's do it. You want to? Okay. I think what I shall make for you is a crown. Would you like to be a princess? Be a princess? Okay. There we go. Princess Mandy.
Make you one.
Well, here, and I'll be Prince Sandy.
I want one.
Sandy and Mandy. It rhymes, doesn't it?
You need one too.
You like that?
Hey.
Yeah, so do I. You know something?
Here. Yeah. A rainbow.
You know, I always wanted to have a little sister. Especially a cute one just like you. You want to pretend that you're my sister? Okay, you want to do that?
That's real.
No, just pretend. Sandy and Mandy. Forever.
It meant a lot to me being with you tonight.
I enjoyed myself, too.
I think you did to a point.
Rick, I had fun.
Look, Marianne, I've known for quite some time that you were close to Jamie and that you still have feelings for him.
Look, really, Rick.
Wait, whoa. It is okay. I've come to terms with it.
You know I never wanted to hurt you, Rick.
I know that. But when it comes to Jamie and Cecile's marriage, I can't pretend that I'm devastated about it, because I'm not. And at the same time, I don't want you hurting because of it.
It'll pass.
You could look on the positive side. Could be a blessing in disguise.
How so?
Well, it gives you no alternative but to get over him.
It's true.
Anyway, I don't mean to make light of your feelings. Honest.
I know. There's a lot of truth in what you're saying.
Yeah. Yeah, and truth may not be what you need to hear right now.
No, hey, look, I have to get over him eventually, right? Who knows? Maybe I have already.
I was kind of hoping you'd say that. Anyway, there's anything I can do to help.
You've done too much already.
I haven't done anything.
Except to be around when I needed someone. Thanks, Rick.
Anytime. So you sure you're all right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You positive?
Yeah, I'm positive.
Well, I should be getting back to the hospital soon for my graveyard shift.
You better get going. You're going to be late as it is.
I've got a few minutes. I want to make sure that you're sure that you're all right.
Please don't worry about me. I'm fine. And as a matter of fact, what I think I need right now more than anything is some time to myself.
I think it's a reasonable diagnosis, Nurse Randall. Good night, Marianne. I see you later.
Rick.
Yeah.
There is one thing you could do that would make me feel a lot better.
Anything. Your wish is my command.
Could you, could you just hold me for a minute before you leave?
Fair princess, heed not his evil ways. I'll protect you. Yahoo! Yeah!
What in the world is going on here? It's way past her bedtime.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Cory.
She should be in bed by now.
Well, she had a bad dream. I was just trying to calm her down, see?
Calm her down?
Well, I guess I did get a little carried away, but she was badly frightened. But you feel better now, don't you, Mandy?
My name is Amanda. I don't appreciate the nicknames. Come on.
Mrs. Cory, I really didn't mean to. I'm sorry, Mr. Cory. Really, I was just trying to calm her down. She was very badly frightened.
Don't you worry about it, Sandy.
Well, it's kind of hard not to. I mean, I
No, really. It's all right.
Could have fooled me. Is Mrs. Cory all right?
Well, just at the moment, she's upset.
Is it because of...
No, Sandy. It's nothing to do with you. It's just something that she's got to get over by herself. So she's got to learn to live with. She heard something at the party tonight that upset her quite a bit. Cecile announced her marriage to Jamie.
Jamie,
Yes, Cecile.
you're still angry with me,
I'm
aren't
not angry with you. I'm more confused.
you? Look, why don't you try to see it from my point of view?
Honey, I have tried. But I still don't understand why you did what you did. We talked about me telling my mother first before we announced it publicly about our marriage.
I know.
Look, it just wasn't fair to her at all. You know, springing this on her like that out of the blue.
Jamie, I didn't mean to. It just kind of slipped out. Now, I don't want you to be upset with me, please. It's just that I'm so proud to be your wife. I couldn't hold it in anymore.
I suppose I'd be stepping out of line to ask what it's all about.
No, not at all. Sit down. No, everybody in town will be talking about it a couple of days, so no reason you shouldn't know. Besides which, if you do decide to come with Cory Publishing, you should know what the situation is there.
Is Jamie's marriage related to his business?
Yes. Some people say a lot more than others, but that's really beside the point. As I told you, Cecile is an editor of Bravo.
And that bothers Mrs. Cory, huh?
Well, I would say it's more a concern for her son. You see, Jamie and Cecile had a relationship some time ago. A relationship which Cecile walked out on.
Oh, I get it. So, Jamie got hurt, and Mrs. Cory is afraid the same thing will happen all over again.
Exactly. Actually, she didn't even want them seeing each other, much less getting married. Matter of fact, she had planned to talk with Jamie about his re-involvement with Cecile when he came back from this trip.
I guess you didn't realize just how re-involved they really were.
No, I guess not.
So, how do you feel about having Cecile as a daughter-in-law?
Well, actually, my feeling isn't as intense as Mrs. Cory's.
Why's that?
Well, Rachel would disagree with me about this, but I have talked with Cecile about her feelings, and I've watched her with Jamie, and I really think that she cares for him. But much more importantly, Jamie's an adult now. He should be free, make his own choices, no matter what they are.
Yeah, I can certainly understand that feeling.
But you should also understand it isn't easy on Mrs. Cory. He's her firstborn. As she herself admits, it's hard for her to let go.
Well, you know, I think Jamie's very lucky to have parents like you.
Thank you.
Oh, you know, maybe he thinks that she's interfering now, but I'm sure that he realizes it's just because she cares so much.
Yeah. He knows his mother's heart's in the right place, and given a little time, she'll get used to her son as a married man.
Yeah. A little time and space.
Space?
Yeah. I think it's time that I moved on.
No, Sandy. Rachel wouldn't want that. Please, don't take her outburst personally.
Oh, no, I'm not. As a matter of fact, I'd already made up my mind. I was just waiting for you to get home so I could tell you about it.
Really? You really sure you feel good enough to get out on your own?
Oh, yeah, positive. You know, Joey Perini and I are sharing an apartment, and, well, he takes pretty good care of folks.
I expect he does.
Yeah. So I'll be moving out tomorrow. And please, Mr. Cory, I just want you to know how grateful I am for everything.
No. It was our pleasure. Believe me.
Well, I just hope that there's some way, someday, that I can pay it back.
Oh, yes, you could do that right away.
Anything.
Take the job I offered you.
Yeah, Mr. Cory, well, I've given that a lot of thought, you know.
And?
Well, I'm not so sure, Mr. Cory. I mean, publishing, that's really a different line of work than I'm used to.
Yeah, true, but on the other hand, I wouldn't have offered it to you if I hadn't thought it was not going to be a good thing for you.
Yeah, sure, I know.
So? How's about it? Well, what's it going to hurt? Come on, take a chance. Who knows? Might be a good thing. Best thing you ever had.
Well, okay.
Okay.
All right.
You got it.
I think it's only fair that the next time there's a big party here in Bay City, you and I get to arrange the work schedule.
Most certainly, yeah. I am sorry you had to miss the celebration, though.
Well, I'm sorry you did, too.
I don't know. I'm not at all sure that I'm ready for a big party. No, I think I do better just wandering around the halls here. For you, no, that's different.
Don't worry about me. I just like to hear myself complain once in a while.
Did Marianne go?
She sure did, escorted by your star intern.
Rick.
Who else?
I've been thinking about Rick lately.
While wandering the halls of Bay City General?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, yes.
Well, did he come in mind for any particular reason?
Yeah, I want him to participate in that paramedic training program.
Really?
Yeah. Of course, there's no funding for it yet, but when we do get the funds, I would like to, we're prepared, ready to go into action.
Well, how does Rick fit into all this?
I think he'd be good for the program. What do you think?
Well, I think Rick is good at anything he sets his mind to.
How do you suppose he would feel about becoming involved?
I really don't know.
Oh, come on. I mean, you've got to have some kind of an idea. From the way I see it, you and Rick have always been very close.
Yeah, we've been close ever since we were little.
Then it is safe to assume that you would have some idea of how he would feel about being involved in the program.
Yeah, I suppose I can give you a fairly well-educated guess.
Which is?
I'd rather not say.
Yeah, I'm beginning to get that feeling. Are you and Rick having some kind of a problem?
No, I don't think so. It's just that Well, Rick feels that I have interfered in his life a little too much lately, and he's made it very clear to me that he would appreciate it if I stay out, and that's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's been a lot of things. He's probably right. I've always thought of Rick as very special, and I think I've tended to treat him that way.
Yeah.
And I know maybe I've been guilty of overprotecting. In fact, I think I have.
And Rick has finally called you on it.
In no uncertain terms.
All right, then I suppose that I should be talking to Rick about the training program and not you.
Yeah, you should. Although I have some pretty strong ideas on the subject.
Oh, Jerry, how about a cup of tea to warm you up before you go out in the cold?
No thanks, Clarice. I really gotta get going.
One small cup, please. I really could use a company.
Okay, one small cup.
Thanks. I think I'll have some, too. Maybe I had a little too much to drink at that party.
Yeah, me too.
That was really something, wasn't it? You know, Cecile announcing her marriage to Jamie?
It certainly put a pall in the party for some people.
I know. Did you see Rachel? I mean, she was really upset.
Yeah, which is understandable considering the history between Jamie and Cecile.
Yeah. But Blaine, she sure looked beautiful.
She's really becoming the lady of the manor.
Oh, she's still the same old Blaine, you know. Nice and thoughtful as ever.
I just wish I could make myself stop worrying about her.
I saw Larry while you were outside.
I'm sorry I wasn't there for you.
Oh, that's okay. We, you know, talked a few minutes. He asked about Cory and stuff like that.
Hey, are you okay?
Yeah, well, I'm just as glad I saw him. I mean, now I know that he's all right. He really looked good.
I'm sure that he's thinking the same thing about you.
I doubt it.
Why do you say that?
Well, he was distracted.
By what?
By whom, you ought to ask.
Oh, come on, Clarice.
There was a woman that was hanging all over him. Look, I don't want to think about it. I mean, anyway, it doesn't matter.
Larry still cares
I don't want to
Clarice.
think about it, Jerry. That's the only way I can deal with it, okay?
Okay.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to jump on you, Jerry.
All right, it's okay.
I mean, you've been a real good friend. You show up when I'm really down and you put me back on my feet. And, you know, and I really appreciate it.
It's nothing, Clarice. I really like being there for you. And I want you to call on me if you need anything. I mean, call me, understand?
I understand. I already have several times.
Well, don't stop. Don't think twice about dialing my number.
I guess you have to go, huh?
Yeah, right. I told Kit that I'd pick her up at the hospital after a shift. And I'd better hurry if I'm going to make it.
Sure.
Good night, Clarice. Thank you.
I don't know.
You don't have to.
Good night.
Good night, Clarice.
Not late, I hope.
Just barely. And you look pretty frazzled.
I got delayed. If there's nothing worse, it's being late.
What's the matter? You got a problem?
Well, something happened at the party. It sort of upset Marianne, so I wanted to stay with her until she was all right.
Well, what happened?
You'll be able to read about it in the gossip columns tomorrow.
Rick, I like to be well informed, huh?
In the middle of Jordan and Blaine's party, Cecile gets up and announces that she and Jamie were married 2 days ago in New York.
Oh, boy. Talk about stealing the show.
Yeah, well, it seemed to upset a lot of people.
I guess so. How did Rachel take it?
From the look of her, I don't think well. She walked out right after the announcement.
Yeah, I'll bet. There's no love lost between Cecile and Rachel.
I guess not. It really shook Marianne up. I guess she and Jamie go back a long way, huh?
Yeah, ever since they were kids.
Well, I think it surprised her more than anything else. I think she has her doubts about Cecile, too.
Well, understandably, considering all the things that Cecile has done to Pat.
Oh, yeah. It's understandable. The more I hear, it seems like everybody's had a run-in with Cecile. Even the groom.
Yeah. Yeah, which is probably why Cecile arranged to have the marriage take place out of town.
Yeah, probably. So, how's everything been going tonight?
Well, it's been nice. Quiet. As a matter of fact, it's been so quiet, Kit was complaining a while ago that it gave her too much time to think about the party she's missing.
That sounds like Kit.
You know, I asked Kit something about you tonight, and I think that you should know. She told me she's trying to stay out of your life, and I should talk to you directly.
I don't believe it.
It's truth.
Kit said that she was going to stay out of my life? This is a red letter day.
Oh, come on now. Don't be too hard on her. She cares a lot.
I know. But sometimes she can care too much, you know.
Yeah, I know. Even younger sisters can get overprotective at times.
Yeah. So, what were you asking her about?
Well, ECU is going to set up a paramedic training program when we get the funds. And I was considering whether or not to ask you if you'd be interested in participating.
Are you asking me or not?
Are you interested?
Of course I'm interested. I could really get into that program, but as you tell me, you're still considering whether you're going to ask me or not, aren't you?
Yeah, I guess I am.
This isn't like you, Russ, to be cruel about this.
What does that mean?
I mean, dangle a carrot in front of my face.
Well, Rick, I want your input.
No, you really wonder if I can handle it or not. Why? Someone been spreading rumors about drugs missing in the hospital or something?
Just calm down.
No, I won't. Thank you. I have really had it with people saying, poor Rick, he can't handle it. I can't even say I'm tired around this place. I feel like people are looking at me thinking I'm turning into...
Oh, come on, Rick.
I'm sorry, but look, why can't you just come out and ask me, do you want to be in the paramedic program? Or at least admit that because I had a drug problem a few years ago, you take a pause every time you think about me and my work.
As long as you can handle the added pressure.
I can. Now, what do I have to do to prove it?
Nothing. Nothing at all. I just wanted to hear it from you.
All right, you've heard it. Perhaps too forcibly, but you've heard it.
All right. Why don't you start going out riding with the paramedics for a while? Familiarize yourself with their procedures.
When can I start?
Well, start tomorrow. Take some time off of your regular shift.
All right.
But you understand one thing.
What?
I'm going to be keeping my eye on you.
Good. And then you can see that worrying about me is a big waste of time.
You're not going to hold this against me forever, are you?
I'm not holding anything against you, Cecile. I just wish you would let me tell my mother first.
I know, and I already said I was sorry. Jamie, I was so happy tonight. With all our friends around, I just wanted to share the news with them. I just had to. It wasn't like it was a conscious decision on my part. Honestly, it wasn't. It just came out of all my excitement.
Okay.
You can be more positive about it than that, can't
Yes,
you?
I can. I do understand. Okay?
Good. Jamie, I know that Rachel and I haven't always been the best of friends. But I'm hoping now that we're married that I'll be able to change all that.
Well, I sure hope so. You know, the thing is, I would have been much more optimistic about that happening if you would just let me tell her first. It would have given me a chance to let her know just how much you mean to me.
Do you think it really would have made all that much difference?
Yes. Yes. I'm sure it would have. You know, my mother is a wonderful woman, and she really does want my happiness, you know. She does. And it would have given her a chance to let her know how much you fit into that. And she would have accepted it. I know she would have.
It's really not all my fault. You know, you did say that you were going to tell her today.
Oh, look, we've been through this before. I told you, I tried to reach her all day. I couldn't reach her, okay?
Okay, Jamie. You'll be able to fix it, won't you?
I'll try.
I want our marriage to be perfect. I hope I didn't spoil it.
Don't be silly.
No, I think I may have. I know how close you and Rachel are, and I wouldn't do anything in the world to come between you.
I married you. You're the most important person in my life. I hope I can make my mother understand that, but if I can't, it's not going to change the way I feel about you. You do know that, don't you?
Oh, Jamie, I do love you so very much.
Well, that was a very eventful party for a housewarming.
I'll say. Cecile managed to steal the limelight yet again.
Yeah, she did a very good job of it, too.
You know, I looked over at Jamie right when she made the announcement. I think he was more surprised than anyone. He looked so uncomfortable.
Well, I don't envy Jamie. Living with Cecile is not going to be a picnic, if you know what I mean.
Got that pegged. Even though my marriage to Jamie didn't work out at all, I still feel so sorry for him for what he's going to have to go through with her.
Jamie's a very smart guy. He'll either see through it or he'll work it out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hope so, for his sake.
Hmm.
She's very clever when it comes to men, though. Maybe he loves her. We both know love can be blind.
Ain't that the truth?
Jordan, where are you going?
I have to go down to the arena for a while, make sure everything's all right there.
But it's so late.
I shouldn't be gone long. And, Blaine, please stay up for me. Something I want to discuss with you.
Sometimes, Joey, he scares me.
Pretty dull around here tonight, huh?
Yes. Very dull. But now that's all gone now that you're here.
Well, I'm only sorry I wasn't sooner. But when I took Clarice home, she asked me to stay for a cup of coffee. It seemed like she needed some company. She saw Larry tonight, and it shook her up a little bit.
I'll bet it did. Does it look like they're still not going to get back together?
There are no signs of it.
It's too bad. Hey, come on, sit down for a minute, okay?
Okay.
So, torture me. Tell me all the gory details about that wild party you've been at.
I hate to say this, but tonight may have been the social highlight of the season.
Very impressive, huh?
Very.
Yeah, and everybody was there.
Everybody, and then some.
All very elegant, no doubt.
Oh, but of course, when it comes to throwing a party, Jordan and Blaine know how to do it.
So, why do I get the idea that you're, holding out on something?
Because I am.
Well, tell me.
A wedding announcement was made tonight.
Who's getting married?
Jamie and Cecile got married.
You're kidding.
Couldn't be more serious.
Was Marianne around to hear about this?
Yeah, and so was Rick.
Did you notice how she took it?
Okay, I guess. I really wasn't paying that much attention to Rick and Marianne. All eyes were focused on Rachel.
You mean she didn't know about it?
I don't think so, and she didn't seem to be taking to the idea very well either.
No, I don't imagine she would.
Hey, you seem worried about something.
Yeah. Jerry, listen, if you don't mind, I'm going to go straight home tonight. I think I'd better check on Marianne.
Well, okay, but why wouldn't she be?
Let's just say I have a feeling that she won't take to the idea very well either.
What was that all about?
I wish I knew.
Well, if you don't, then who does?
Jordan Scott, undoubtedly.
Undoubtedly.
Joey, you know, sometimes he can be so threatening.
Well, tell me about it. Do you have any idea what's happening?
Only that he's been treating me really differently lately.
Different how?
Never mind, it's too hard to explain.
Blaine. Trust me, all right? Tell me what's going on. Talk to me. It's all right.
Well, okay, take the escort service, for example. He knows I didn't want to have anything to do with that. He promised me I wouldn't have to be involved, and then all of a sudden, one day, right out of the blue, he ordered me to become involved. Very involved.
It does sound a little strange.
Then even more strange. I had the feeling I had no choice. I had to do as he ordered me or else.
You know, when I first started working at the arena, it seemed like you had Jordan wrapped around your finger.
I thought I had it made then, too. The funny thing is, the only thing that's really changed is his attitude.
And Jordan's attitude, that seems to be a very big item.
It is. All that time he was holding the reins and making me feel like I was in control.
Blaine, I want you to tell me something. I want you to tell me the truth, all right? Okay? Was Jordan the one to give you that black eye? Why didn't you say anything to anybody?
Oh, Joey, what good would it have done?
Look, Jerry and I might have been able to help you if we knew what was going on.
You? Come on, you couldn't have done anything about it.
Blaine, I don't buy that for a second.
But it's true, Joey. It's dangerous. It's very dangerous. I don't want to see anything happen to either one of you.
Well, Jerry and I are big boys, and I think we can take care of ourselves.
And I'm a big girl, and I can take care of myself.
But you haven't been doing that, Blaine. You've just been standing there taking whatever Jordan dishes out to you.
Well, that's being a big girl when you've gotten in as deep as I have.
What was that supposed to mean?
I realized something, Joey. Something that scares me to death. I don't have any choice anymore. I gotta do everything Jordan's way.
Well, then, Blaine, you gotta get out for your own sake.
I can't! It's too late for me. But you still have time. You can get out.
I wouldn't want to get out. Well, leave you here all alone, right? We're in this together. We'll go together, all right?
Joey. I'm fine. I can take care of myself. I've accepted my fate. As long as I do what Jordan says, I'll be okay.
And is that any way to live your life?
It's the choice I made. Maybe it was a wrong choice. I got nobody to blame but myself. I chose this life, and I guess deep down inside, I knew what the price was to pay.
People change their minds all the time. You could just make another choice. That's all you have to do. It's very simple.
I wish that were true.
It is true. We could make it true. You and I together, we could make it true.
No, Joey. Stay away from me. You're only gonna get hurt.
Blaine, listen to me. I think you know by now that I have feelings for you. I like you very much. I have real, honest to good feelings. You know what I'm saying? You gotta trust me.
You okay? Well, I'll be getting home.
Hey, don't let me put a damper on your evening.
No, this is a totally selfish move on my part. It's late, and I got a busy day tomorrow, which should start at 8 sharp.
8? You should have been in bed hours ago, counselor.
Yeah, you're right. Say what you say goodnight to me for.
I will. Listen, I'm sorry we couldn't spend more time together tonight.
It's okay, but you just owe me one.
Okay, feel free to collect any time.
How about tomorrow?
Sounds good.
I'll call you tomorrow.
Hey. Are you really okay? Yeah. You sound surprised.
I guess I am that, too.
I don't follow.
Well, I've got to be okay.
Well, that's a great attitude if you can follow through with it emotionally.
Yeah. Well, it isn't easy, you know. Jamie really meant a lot to me. He was the magic and the bells and the 4th of July rockets all rolled into one gorgeous guy. I guess I really wanted him.
I know you did.
One thing really irks me.
What's that?
I didn't even get into the race. But then I didn't even know the starting gun had sounded.
Well, from what Jerry told me, nobody did.
It's true. I don't think anybody suspected that she'd accomplished so much in so little time.
Yeah. Well, the important thing is, are you all right?
I think I'm going to be just fine. In fact, I probably already am. Like your brother said, I really have no alternative but to get over Jamie now.
Well, one thing about Rick, he's always got a point.
He's right, though. Realizing it's made me feel a lot better. Do you know who I'm worried about?
Who's that?
Jamie.
What do you mean?
I'm just afraid that Cecile's going to hurt him all over again, like she did before.
Jordan, that was quick.
Yeah, it was. You didn't accomplish very much during my absence.
My hands again. I was carrying a tray of glasses and they dropped and they spilled all over, so we spent half the time, cleaning up the glasses. Sorry.
I see. Well, look, why don't you finish this up tomorrow?
I really don't mind staying. It's no
Yeah,
problem.
well, I do. So I'll tell you, why don't we see you in the morning?
Yeah, I think you better go, Joey. It's getting kind of late.
You sure now?
Yeah, we're sure. See you tomorrow.
Okie dokie.
How's everything at the arena?
Fine. Everything checked out fine.
Good. I'm really glad to see that place can work without you for once in a while.
What's that supposed to mean?
It's just that maybe now we'll be able to spend some more time together, alone. Wouldn't that be nice?
You might.
Can I get you a brandy?
No. I'm fine.
So, what did you want to talk to me about?
Jerry Grove. Jerry was getting a little special treatment.
I can understand how it would look that way. I mean, he and I know each other real well. I can't do anything about that. We were married once, you know.
Yeah, I know.
But it's over with now. I think you know that, too. It's completely over.
You could have fooled me tonight.
I'm glad to finally be able to be friends with Jerry, you know, now that the hurt's all gone. But that's all we are, is just good friends. Good friends that went through a real rough time together, you gotta believe me. That's all there is to it.
I'd like to. But every time I see you, that guy is 2 feet away. And what does he think he is, your shadow or something?
You're exaggerating. Jordan, listen, I know when Clarice and Larry first broke up, Jerry was around me a lot, but there was only one reason for that. We were trying to get them back together.
You sure?
Yes, I'm positive.
And there's no feelings between you except for this so-called friendship?
None. My feelings are tied up with someone else right now.
Really?
Yes, really. I've always thought it was pretty obvious. You want to take a guess and see who that person is?
Why don't you tell me?
It's you, Jordan. There's no one in my life but you. And I don't want there to be. Ever.
Yeah, well, that's the way I had it figured, too. Look, if this guy is giving you any kind of hassle, we can take care of it. No problem.
Well, there is no hassle. So there is no problem. Penny for your thoughts.
Sure they're worth a penny.
Oh, I bet they are. You look awfully serious.
You know what? There is something you can do for me.
And what could that be?
Just keep me company, that's all. That's better. So much better.
Jamie?
Yeah?
Do you really think that your mother will be able to forgive us for what we've done?
She'll come around.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I hope so. I don't want our marriage to get started on the wrong foot.
Don't worry about it. I'll talk to her. I'll straighten it out.
Good. Because then I'd certainly be the happiest person in the whole world.
Rachel, come to bed. It's past 3 o'clock.
You really think I can get any sleep after watching my son make the biggest mistake in his life?
You're blowing this marriage out of all proportion. I told you Cecile is Jane. She's going to be good to Jamie.
Nothing can convince me of that.
Well, convinced or not, the fact is they are married.
Thought of that makes me sick, much less the reality.
Cecile and Jamie are man and wife. I hope you're not going to try to do anything to change that.
If I had just had more time with him, 10 minutes, I could have shown him what kind of a woman she is.
Well, thank heavens that conversation never took place.
I could have saved him an awful lot of grief.
Rachel, let go of him. You're going to lose him for good.
I'm not altogether certain I haven't lost him already.
Join us each weekday at this time for the continuing story of Another World.